What's going on, guys? Welcome back to WWE Network and Show, where I, Graham G.S. and Matthews, break down all the original content you watch on the WWE Network and on Peacock. And today we're talking the October 4th, 2024 edition of the SmackDown LowDown. Megan Morant, Scott Stanford in the studio, breaking down all the action from a very good SmackDown on Friday night, I thought. They opened up the episode for a couple minutes, running down the biggest headlines, talking about what we just saw in the main event, all that other sort of usual stuff, before replaying AJ Styles' in-ring return against Carmelo Hayes, losing that match by referee stoppage. I don't think the injury was real, the way they were talking about it and playing it up throughout the show. They did a great job of making it seem legitimate, but to me it looked like it was part of the plan the entire time. Here's hoping anyway. It would be pretty bad if AJ first came back and then it immediately got hurt again, so that would suck, but hopefully that wasn't the case. Carmelo, we hear from him backstage after they show the final few minutes of his matchup with AJ, and he says that, why are people still sleeping on me? When will people stop sleeping on Carmelo Hayes? I took out AJ Styles, I'm going to take out LA Knight, and I'm going to take that United States Championship. And they also show AJ leaving on crutches, which was, I believe, some exclusive footage for the show and not just something they showed on SmackDown. So they really are playing up that he got hurt, and I hope he didn't, but it seems like that's the direction they're going in, maybe the old vet that can't go anymore. I don't know what exactly the story is beyond that, but that would, to me, seem like where they're going with it. They also said that he'll be evaluated at a local medical facility. Yes, that's exactly what they said, local medical facility, which I know is nothing new. WWE's been using that term for years instead of just saying fucking hospital. I don't know why they're still saying local medical facility. I guess the old excuse was, I believe, I don't know where I heard this, was that WWE fans would call the local hospitals to see if they were okay. Are people still fucking doing that though? It's 2024. Most people know it's not real. How many people are actually doing that? And does calling it local medical facility actually change that? Anyway, they replay Meechin beating Chelsea Green in the dumpster match, which was a lot of fun. We hear from Meechin backstage with Byron Saxton, and Meechin says that she had to show Chelsea Green who the real trash is, and that she's always been hidden in groups for her entire career, and I never really thought about it, but she's right. I mean, she was on her own in NXT, recently and years ago, but in WWE, she was in Retribution. Unfortunately, that group was fucking awful. She's been a part of OC since she came back to the company back in 2022, and she's been primarily doing her own thing, but she's still been aligned with OC at points this year in NXT. And even going back to her TNA run many years ago, not her return run in 2022, but back in 2016, 2017. Remember the Dollhouse 2015, 2016? That was right before she won the TNA Knockouts Championship, but she was in the Dollhouse as well with Taryn Terrell and was it Rosemary? I think it might have been Marty Bell, actually. I think that was her tag team partner at the time. But anyway, now she's kind of happy to be on her own, and she feels like she can finally stand on her own 2 feet and call herself the one true maniac. Megan Morant says that Chelsea Green will never stop talking about this loss just because, she was thrown into a dumpster, so why would she stop talking about it? They replay the main event with the Bloodline retaining the WWE Tag Team titles in a crazy, very enjoyable ladder match against DIY and the Street Profits. They hype Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in tag team action for Bad Blood tonight. They replay the Bayley and Nia Jax Tiffany Stratton segment ahead of Bayley and Nia Jax for the WWE Women's Championship at Bad Blood, which they also preview here quickly as well. Scott Stanford says that of Bayley and Nia, Tiffany Stratton's the one that's got the advantage with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And if they're mentioning that, that to me tells me that they will not go forward with the Money in the Bank cash-in on this show. They could tease it. I don't think it happens, though. And then we also quickly hear from Naomi, who said that she's excited to host Bad Blood with Jade and Bianca, which we found out on SmackDown. She loves Atlanta. She lives with Bianca. And that was pretty much it. So they hype up the hosts of Bad Blood, that being Naomi, Bianca, and Jade, before running down the final card for Bad Blood, which is the same 5-match card that we knew about a couple days ago. They did not add any more matches on SmackDown, which sucked, I thought, because they really wanted Knight, Carmelo, and Andrade, and a triple threat for the championship on that show. That match deserves to happen on pay-per-view, and they could hold off until Crown Jewel. I don't think they will. I think it's going to happen on fucking SmackDown soon, which is a great attraction for SmackDown, but that really should be happening, in my opinion, on pay-per-view. But the, good show here. It was over within 27 minutes. They are airing the show after SmackDown now. I've said that before. on Peacock. I don't watch it live, but they did have the replay up pretty quickly on Peacock, which was nice. I will not be watching Bad Blood live tonight, so I don't have enough time to review SmackDown before the pay-per-view tonight. Therefore, no SmackDown audio review. But I did get a chance because it airs so early now after SmackDown as opposed to noon on Saturdays. I did get a chance to watch this show and review it before the pay-per-view. So we'll see if that stays the case. When I'm away, like at wrestling weekends, usually I can't watch anything before the pay-per-view the next day. Typically, it's pretty hectic. But did have a chance to watch this before I take off later, and I thought it was good. I thought it did a decent job of running down Bad Blood and hyping up that pay-per-view for tonight. And I think it should be a pretty good pay-per-view in a couple of hours. So thank you guys for checking out my review of the SmackDown LowDown episode for October 4th, 2024. Be sure to like this video, drop a comment, share the video. All the support is greatly appreciated. If you haven't already heard, I've said it in most of my videos this week, we now have a Pro Wrestling Tees store. Buy your first ever WrestleRant shirt today over at Pro Wrestling Tees /WrestleRant. We got one tee up right now, maybe more to come as well, maybe more designs, so keep an eye out for that. Support the show, support what I do, support the brand by buying a shirt today. Link down below in the description box. Have a great one, folks. Enjoy Bad Blood tonight. I'm Graham G.S. Matthews, and I'll catch your ass down the road.